have the drive to be a trapper. They question my skill and my motive. They call me a Hollywood trapper. I give it my all to this game called trapping so that she can experience the challenge.
Well, it's getting late. Sun's going down, baby. Smell that. Just screams coon. The brush pile set came about.
We as trappers push ourselves to the limits.
This is my first Mississippi cat. I hate it. There's a gray fox down here. I caught this pretty little red right here. And we call it that is a monster. He's so big we got to drag him like deer. Peyton second beaver.
This is what you experience when you go on a trapping trip.
Brand new Duke trap. Got the FB1. I see the tail. Beautiful. Brand new. Got a muddy mess happening. We got one. Right exactly what I'm talking about. Right here in this dip. 1 second.
Robby, Gilbert, king of poor man's dumb. Because you haven't seen that possible.
Got something up here. Aha! Those 175s are definitely doing their job.
Do you have what it takes to play the game?
Three.
Follow me on my journey. This is my story. This is my time. This is Trapping Time. Trapping Time is brought to you by Dakota Line Snares at DakotaLineSnares.com. Hilltop Outdoor Supply at HilltopOutdoorSupply.com. Duke Trap Company at DukeTraps.com. Southern Snares and Supply at SouthernSnares.com. Old South Lures at OldSouthLures.com. Webster's Predator Control at ShopWebster'sPredatorControl.com. F&T Trading Post at FNTPost.com. Big Game Gut Glove at BigGameGutGlove.com. Night Owl Lures at NightOwlLures.com. Wolf Creek Products at WolfCreekProducts.net. J3 Outdoors at J3O.com. American Coon Cap at AmericanCoonCap.com. SMOKEY'S Deer Lure at SMOKEY'sDeerLure.com. Funk Trap Tags at FunkTrapTags.com.
Hello folks and welcome to this week's show. This week's show is probably one of my favorite shows of the year. It's the highlight show. Last episode of the season. I know you guys don't like to hear that. Episode 13. A lot of work involved to get us to this point. The reason I like the highlight show, we can recap everything we did from the 2016-2017 season. We can throw it all in one show, sit back and relive all the memories. Our first one up, we're headed to West Virginia for a muddy red fox. I know you guys will remember. Now this little spot we got here is kind of off the beaten path. There's a well pad here that we got permission to access. It looks like we got us a muddy critter. Like really muddy. So muddy sometimes you can't even tell what you got. Little red. It's a real nice looking fox. This little fox got in here and worked the set. We're here in Mississippi and I put a little dirt hole here. I was using some capital punishment. Now I blended it in really good. This is my first Mississippi cat. If you look down below me, I made another set down there. I got a coyote in here. Alright folks, we got us a nice Mississippi coyote here. Well, when I come up through here, there's a little bit of a roll here where this piece of equipment is. And what I did, I made a dirt hole, standard dirt hole, but what I did, I made the hole a little bit bigger on this incline. So when these coyotes were coming down through here, it was going to catch their eye. We're down here doing some damage control. We just caught a bobcat a little bit ago. We're tearing them up here. We're checking traps today. It is exactly at 36 degrees. And we have trapped this farm. We're going on. We sat here on Monday. It's Saturday now. We caught one possum and have not seen a track, sign, or anything. We've actually got coyote tracks running right out the road here right now. But this is the absolute first sign we've seen on this property. We got one right exactly where I'm talking about, right here in this dip. Alright, we thought we'd come in from a different direction on this field here today, and it poured rain down last night. Now this field was pretty good to us the other day. We connected on a pretty good dog, and we got a coyote. That's a pretty good looking dog. I actually caught it in the remake. That coyote we caught the other day, he had tore that place up. It's a real good looking dog. We got a really good colored dog right here. Oh, you're gonna get a little vocal on us. Got real good color, a little bit paler on the bellies than most of ours are. He's got the matted up tail. Oh, got Jeremy Kelch with me. We're checking lines. We put a big line out in a high today, so we're checking our PA stuff. This field here has always been good to me. We got a real nice dog up here. That's a real nice young dog. We knew we had a pretty good population of dogs here, only because we're starting to see some sign, and we've got him in this 175. Now this is the first time that I've tried Full Metal Jacket, and it's offered by F&T, and they sent me a gallon of it and said try it out. I had a dozen 175s, I put it on it, and I think I'm gonna go back and hit the rest of them. I wanted to try it out in some places where I knew there was a lot of coyotes, and that is a pretty dog.
I've been a professional trapper for over 40 years, and in that time, I've skinned literally thousands of animals. I've learned that it doesn't matter how cool a knife looks on your hip. What really matters is sharpness and reliability. And that's why I created the Weeby Wicked Sharp line of replacement blade knives. These are knives that will quickly skin your critters without skinning your wallet. Visit WeebyKnives.com to get the new Monarch folding knife with 3 replacement blades for just $19.95. Weeby Knives, Wicked Sharp.
Before you make your next trapping supply purchase, be sure to check out TrappingTimeTV.com. We have an extensive line of products, and we're adding new products all the time. If you've seen it on the show, we have it. Don't forget to check out the Trapping Time line of baits and lures. You will definitely want to try out our #1 selling Back 40 Predator bait. We also are the home of the Trapping Time Trap Bed Cookie Cutter. Make TrappingTimeTV.com your last stop.
Fur Harvesters Trading Post, Alpena, Michigan. We have all of the equipment that you need for trapping, hunting with hounds, predator calling, and fur handling supplies. We also carry a great selection of tanned fur and fur-related products. Whether you've been trapping for a lifetime or just want to get started in the field, we have everything you need to get you pointed in the right direction. Call us today and we'll send you our full color catalog where you can get equipped for your next trip on the line. F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post. Everything you need.
Man, I love watching that. I tell you what, just seeing some of those catches from last year, it really gets my blood boiling. Now we're going to go to the F&T Set of the Week. I love the F&T Set of the Week, and so do many of the viewers. What we do every week, we pick a trapper from probably some of the best trappers in the country. They come into your living room every week and show you one of their sets that they use to catch fur bearers. Let's take a look and see what we had this past season. All right, folks, we're in Mississippi again, and we're chasing foxes. And Justin Rogers, he's the president of his NWTF chapter, and they're back with us tonight. So he asked me if I would run his line and check some of his traps for him. He came in here yesterday and said, I'm going to catch a gray fox right here. And the reason why it's beautiful is some thick pine timber. This main intersection right here, we have 4 roads coming in together. And I tell you what, this is just a perfect spot. If you look behind me, Justin had to sit up on a drag.
We're on a dirt road here, and coyotes and fox travel this road. Roads are just really good for canines. They like walking where it's easy, but there's habitat there that they can air scent. And a lot of times roads will be territorial. There'll be a boundary line for territories before dispersal starts.
All right, good morning, trapping peeps. Brian McKee here from Southern Snares and Supply. We're doing a little bit of nuisance work this week here on a turkey and a chicken farm. I'm not sure how many acres it is. It's not very big, but this is probably about the third time we've been here doing some removals, and about every 6 months we got to come back and catch a few more critters. Got a nice coyote here.
Hey guys, so here today we're going to be putting a couple sets off of this pathway here. It actually leads into the orchard over to the side here. And the nice thing about this set location is you got these weeds right here. Well, they actually come to a point right here. So any animal that passes through here is going to be passing within 10 or 15 feet of this set. So we got our grass clod here. We're going to dig our bed.
Alright, what we're going to do here, guys, we got this beaver dam that goes all the way across this main creek. What I'm going to set, this little side channel set right here. A lot of times, beaver, especially otter, there usually be a crossover right through the very middle of the dam. So a lot of times right here on the side, especially otter, this is where they're going to cross. Especially they're coming up the creek, fishing on the edge of the bank. They're going to be towards the inner bank to get out of that current. So what we're going to do, I cleaned it out a little bit yesterday. I'm going to back up and set these two cypress knees right here. That way when the beaver does come, they plug this up a little bit. That trap will still be operating back here.
Hey guys, this is Jim from OUTDOORZ. Today for the set of the week, I was going to show you a set I like to use in high traffic areas. One of the sets I like to use is something that doesn't have a dirt hole. You get a lot of people passing by through here and you don't want to make sets that are real obvious. I'm going to show you one of the sets I use here using a corn stalk.
What we have here is a beaver dam, and we set this up as a crossover set. You can see right in the middle where the beavers and the otters and everything's traveling over, and what we did is we set a 330 at the top of it and another one at the bottom of it. Any of your beavers or otters that are traveling this back and forth, they're going to use that crossover. And the biggest reason we set two up, our primary target's otter here, but there's so many beaver in here, we basically back everything up, so if we do catch a beaver, we still have a second set working for when the otter come through.
All right, folks, this week we're going to talk a little bit about my setup for DP trapping. Now, we've got my daughter Peyton with me, and I get a lot of times everybody says, we really want to get the kids involved. At the end of the show, I finish every week and I say, keeping the tradition alive. The kids are what it's about. They're the ones that's going to carry our tradition on for many years to come. So you want to go out and you want to get them on animals that they can catch in numbers and catch pretty easy. We have an abundance of raccoons. That's actually what I got started on. When I was 16, that's what I chased, was raccoons.
Closed captioning for Trapping Time is brought to you by Duke Traps, America's best trap value. From the hills of West Virginia, Smokey's Deer Lures presents the first and only real pre-orbital gland lure in the world. Applying pre-orbital gland lure to a licking branch will allow you to take a complete inventory of the bucks at your favorite hunting spot. Get yours at SMOKEY'sDeerLure.com.
For some of us, trapping season never ends. It's in our blood and defines the very person we are. Let Southern Snares and Supply be part of your trapping world. Be sure to try out our best-selling capital punishment predator bait and our new Pure Gator Oil.
The Big Game Gut Glove is revolutionizing the way big game hunters and trappers are successful in the field. The 26-inch version fits over your elbows and protects you and your expensive hunting clothing from blood or cold water. They're made to fit your hands from extra small to extra large.
What I like about them, I can feel with them.
Existing products on the market don't give you the feel or protection you need. Wet or dry, the special non-slip grip bonds tightly to whatever you're handling. The Big Game Gut Gloves are reusable so you save money and promote going green.
Man, I tell you what, that was a lot of fun reliving those sets of the week. I mean, it's just all that information crammed into 13 episodes is totally insane. Now we're going to head back to some of my favorite catches, some firsts and some ones that we just had a really great time on. And we're going to start it out with that monster otter I caught in Mississippi.
Well, folks, this is the set that I've been calling the nutria set. I came to Mississippi, never even seen a nutria in my life. Come down here and I busted 2 of them. It's a perfect little crossover. We've got an old abandoned beaver dam here and this nice little stream going down through here. And it's just polluted with otter sign. I had a feeling if I set a 330 here in this crossover, sooner or later I was going to connect. And as you can see, I did. I caught a beautiful, beautiful otter. Justin and I had came in here and we had seen that there was fresh water. You could see it was wet. So something had been coming down back and forth. And we just had a feeling, we're like, you know what? It's going to be easy to fence in because at that time, there was only just a little bit of a hole, about a 10 by 10 square hole. So we thought, you know what? We're going to plug this thing up with a 330 and the results are awesome. We caught us a beautiful, beautiful otter. Now, yesterday we're in here setting beaver and otter traps and we saw this crossover and it was still wet. It was middle of the day, so we kind of thought it might have been an otter coming across here, but the culprit was something different. We caught us big old swamp pocket. This thing is pretty cool. We've got muskrats up north, but we do not have these things. My first nutria, and I don't know if that's big or not, but to me it's huge. It is absolutely huge. All right, folks, we're in Mississippi this week, and as you can see, we've got this beautiful lake here. And the property that we're trapping on, you know, we came in here last year and we was focusing on land animals, taking a few beavers out. When we rolled in here this time, the landowner, Sammy, he goes, hey guys, I got some otters. You know, Sammy's got a nice catfish pond, and these otters come in here and they will clean these ponds out. So we made a few sets down through here, Jason and I. We're gonna pull this up. There's a lot of beavers in here. The trap's gone. Something's been here because it's all tore up. We're gonna go down here, we're gonna pull this up. Hopefully we have an otter. That's kind of what I'm after. But if we take a beaver out of here, it's not gonna hurt my feelings any because we're here to take those out as well. So we're gonna get a hold of this and see what we have. Have to find my cable. Got my cable. Whatever it is, it's kind of heavy because it's out there pretty good. Uh-oh, I see the tail. A young otter. Little female. Awesome. Awesome. All right, folks, as you can see, now what I did, I took a couple little sticks because almost like I'm trapping beavers. I'm trying to fence them in a little bit. I wanted to make sure that when this rat came up, he was definitely going to come up along this edge. Now all we got to do is find our wire. That was a brand new Duke trap that I took right out of the box. I actually modified this and adjusted on the tailgate of the truck. I like to have my traps ready early, but I ended up picking up some more muskrat ground and I started running out of traps, so I broke into the new box and ended up making it work. But this is a nice specimen of a rat. This is the last check on this farm here, and my guy Jeremy had been getting trail camera pictures of a gray fox. Now, I haven't caught a gray fox in this part of the country in a few years, so we set a few out here, and we should be getting close enough to see. And I hate him. There's a gray fox down here. Boy, them things are beautiful. Now this was just a little dirt hole set here, and this fox came right in here and did exactly what he was supposed to. We're using a 175, and that's one of the reasons I use the 175 is because I can catch these small animals and it doesn't hurt them too bad. So, just a really, really pretty fox.
Trapping products by J3 Outdoors, the most versatile and efficient trapping devices on the market.
F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post, Alpena, Michigan. We have all of the equipment that you need for trapping, hunting with hounds, predator calling, and fur handling supplies. We also carry a great selection of tanned fur and fur-related products. Whether you've been trapping for a lifetime or just want to get started in the field, we have everything you need to get you pointed in the right direction. Call us today and we'll send you our full color catalog where you can get equipped for your next trip on the line. F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post. Everything you need.
All right, folks, welcome back. You know, that last segment there, it had a lot going for it. It had my biggest otter I've ever caught, had my first nutria. We even had a muskrat, and we had a gray fox that I hadn't caught any for a while. I almost forgot how it was to put one in a trap. Now, this next segment that we're going to is really, really special to me. We're going to start it off. We're going to be heading to Ohio. And a lot of you guys remember this from episode 1 where we fought the wind because we had all the wind issues. I mean, we were fighting 40-mile-an-hour winds, and we're out trying to catch coyotes. But the Gilbert kid, known for his coyote trapping ability, did one of the first things he ever did. He snagged a triple. Talk about an awesome morning. We've been fighting this weather. We're calling this the boneyard coyote. This coyote here, I caught a possum in this set. And Jeremy was with me, and I threw it over the hill the other day. I said, you watch, a coyote's going to come in and tear this possum off. And I'll be darned if we come in the next day and it was 8. Well, we just took care of that one coyote, and we got a double up here. The old 175s are definitely doing their job. Old yellow-eyed looking coyotes. That's a big dog count. 2 coyotes is always fun. We got us a dog up here. This little road runs right into this. We had a heck of a time yesterday trying to get the truck up in there. It's so muddy. We trapped this farm a couple years ago. This was a bit of a honey hole. We just got these traps out yesterday. Heavy rain last night. We were kind of afraid what was going to happen if we were going to catch anything. We connected right off the bat. If you come up here, you'll see it's just beautiful. This opens up into a big wide hayfield. The old 175 got him pinned. Not that big. What do you think, Peyton? He just couldn't get out into deep enough water to drown him. See his lodge right there? So what do you think about that? That's your first beaver you've seen out, huh? Very cool. Well, we made us a typical drowning set. We had a crossover right here. We set a Duke number 4 pole on the other side. Now this is set up with a drowning rig. What ended up happening, somehow this beaver, this is a huge beaver. Beavers here are so big we got to drag them like deer. Well, folks, I really hope you enjoyed this week's show as much as we did bringing it to you. You know, hard to believe season 3 is now at an end. You know, 3 years ago, and even 4 years ago, when Trapping Time, the series was even thought of, who would ever thought it would have grown by leaps and bounds that it has to be one of the top trapping shows in the United States right now. Between YouTube and now we're our home on the Pursuit channel, which we're pleased to be. It's just amazing, and I tell you what, it's very, very humbling feeling if you're standing in my shoes on this side of the camera, that there's people out there that want to join me every week and see where my trapping adventures take me, and it's a truly awesome feeling. We've got some big things in store for the 2017-2018 season. You know, we got some great trips planned. We got some great sponsors pushing behind us. You know, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to bring our style of trapping to your living room, and we hope you're there to enjoy it with us. And what we're going to keep doing until season 4 comes out, like we always say, we're keeping a tradition alive here at Trapping Time. check out our website, trappingtimetv.com, for all your Trapping Time apparel and trapping supplies.